Hey, hey, Joey D, let the immigrants go free. Hey, hey, Joey D. Hey, hey, Joey D. Hey, hey, Joey D. Hey, 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 hey. Let the immigrants go free. 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 Hey, hey, Joey D. 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 Hey, hey, Joey D.
Let the immigrants go free.
Hey, hey, Joey D.
Let the immigrants go free.
Hey, hey, Joey D.
Let the immigrants go free.
Hey, hey, Joey D. Shut down the camps. 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 Shut down the camps.
Hola Miguel, un saludo hasta Ecuador y fuerza hermano, mucha resistencia en el Ecuador.
When immigrants are under attack, what do? Immigrants are under attack. What are we gonna do? Immigrants are under attack. What are we gonna do? Immigrants are under attack. What are we gonna do? Immigrants are under attack. So what are we gonna do? Immigrants are under attack. What are we gonna do? Immigrants are under attack. What are we gonna do? Immigrants are under attack. What are we gonna do? Immigrants are under attack. What are we gonna do? Immigrants are under attack. What are we gonna do? Immigrants are under attack. What are we gonna do? Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. What are we gonna do? 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 No ICE, no KKK, no fascist. USA, no ICE, no KKK, no fascist. USA, no ICE, no KKK, no fascist. 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 No borders, no nations, no racist deportations. 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 No borders, no racist, no borders, no racist, no borders, no racist, no borders. No racist. No borders. No racist. No nations. Deportation. From Palestine to Mexico. All the walls have got to go. From Palestine to Mexico. All the walls have got to go. From Palestine to Mexico, all the walls have got to go. From Palestine to Mexico, all the walls. From Palestine, all the walls. From Palestine to Mexico, from Palestine to Mexico, from Palestine to Mexico. From Palestine to Mexico. From Palestine to Mexico. From Palestine to Mexico. From Palestine to Mexico.
Okay, folks, we're going to get started. More groups are coming in. Dyer just came in from Highland Park. All right, more people are going to be coming in. This is going to be growing. And that's what we're about. My name's Jay Arena, and I'm with the Resist the Deportation Machine Network, and that's what we've got here, a network of a growing movement. Gathered here on this beautiful day, on Indigenous Resistance Day. Indigenous Resistance Day. We've reclaimed the day. Now you can see my t-shirt. I'm kind of an old guy like Bob, but I got this from the old, who remembers the old Guardian newspaper? Yeah, okay, well they had an ad for this great t-shirt for the 500 years of resistance. 500 años de resistencia. Now, that was 92, 527 years later, we're continuing the fight against this racist, capitalist, imperialist system right here in Newark, New Jersey. And the resistance against this system, this global system, is growing. We've heard the reports in Iraq. After 16 years of the bloody U.S. occupation, people are rising up against the U.S.-backed stooge regime in the face of scores of protesters being gunned down. They're continuing the fight. You can't beat the resistance. In Ecuador, and we have many, this is part of the Ecuadorian diaspora right here in Newark in the Ironbound. People are rising up against the U.S.-backed stooge Moreno and the starvation plan that he is imposing on the Ecuadorian working class put through by the International Monetary Fund. And the indigenous brothers and sisters are leading the fight back of the Ecuadorian working class. And right here, in the belly of the beast, right here in the USA, here in Newark, we are rising up to close down these rotten deportation, these concentration camps. The one we have right in our backyard, but all around the United States, in the interior, at the border, run by private agencies, run directly by ICE. We want them all closed down. And we're not alone. Are we alone? No. Today, around the country, people are rising up to demand the closure of the concentration camps and to let them all in. Equal rights for all. In Vermont, in New Orleans, in Texas, in San Diego, in Chicago, one of the largest big demonstrations. So we are not alone. We are part of a growing movement to close down these concentration camps that Donald Trump runs and the Republicans. But who are their partners in running these concentration camps? Joey D. We know the Democrats, Joey D, a fine example. Joseph DiVincenzo, what we like to call him, Deportation Joe. That's what Joe D means, Deportation Joe. He runs one of the largest ICE concentration camps in the country, just a few miles away, which we're going to be marching to later today. And he's not alone. He gets a lot of assistance. The state senator, Teresa Ruiz, who knows her, who she is? One of the most powerful members of the New Jersey Senate, along with Ileana Pintor-Marin, the assemblywoman, head of the budget committee. They all work for Joe D. They are part of the administrators of this concentration camp. And we are demanding that they end this. And he also has support from the local city councilman, Augusto Amador, who stands shoulder to shoulder with this ICE concentration camp that he hosts right here in his district, in the immigrant corridor of the Ironbound. And so we say that's got to go. And the governor is complicit with that. We followed that the governor and the attorney general barred local governments from these 287G partnerships with ICE. Who heard about that? That's good. That's good. got to go farther. He can also demand his buddy Joe D, deportation Joe, and the other deportation Democrats in Hudson County and Bergen County to immediately end these blood money contracts. And we make that demand on the Murphy administration as well. And so they made it clear that the deportation Democrats, they want the right to incarcerate and terrorize our brothers and sisters, immigrant workers. And let's be clear, it isn't simply the immigrants that are in that concentration camp, but that's a whole net of terror that's thrown out against the whole working class. So they say the state says they have a right to do that, but we don't have a right to driver's licenses for all. That our brothers and sisters with Cosecha and Alejandro Jaramillo just went to jail demanding that right. We don't have the right to clean water. They spend millions. The federal government gives this county $50 million, and it's growing to incarcerate, to run their concentration camp. But they don't have the money for clean water in Newark or around the state and country. So I'm going to inform you, I live here in Newark, but you got problems around New Jersey with clean water. But it's especially acute here in Newark. They're closing our schools. They're closing our hospitals. Our transit system is collapsing. They're letting the planet burn. But that's what's really powerful of this gathering today. We're against the concentration camps. We want them all closed, but we're also fighting for the world that we want. We want driver's licenses for all. We want driver's licenses for all.
It's about the same size.
And we want equal rights for all.
A lot more musical though.
Including the rights
a lot more
that
musical
none of us have now, like the right to clean water, the right to education, the right to health care, the right to free transportation, the right to a clean environment, and the right for a real democratic government with a small d. And that's what's powerful. We've got all these movements here represented. The ones fighting against the U.S. war machine. That's part of the day of resistance. It's a global day of resistance. And we know the United States has got an empire of 800 military bases trying to crush that resistance. And we're standing with that resistance right here. We've got the fight for clean water, for driver's license, to end the deportation camp. And that's the way we're going to feel.